everybody? How y'all doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. The thing I keep forgetting to say is if you like these videos and stuff, please hit the like and the subscribe button. Please and thank you. So today I was listening to the radio, right? I was listening to the Steve Harvey show. Because it always cracks me up, and he also has some kind of wisdom or knowledge that he likes to drop on people. And so today he was talking about grace, and he described what grace is like to him, like what he considers grace. And it got me thinking, like, what do we really consider to be grace? How is grace even given? It makes you think for a second. But then, when we think about Jesus and his grace and mercies that we have over us, what causes him to have such great mercy over us? And thinking about it, he has love. Love. Everybody has love, but God has that agape love, right? That he loves everybody, anyone and everybody. And to think about love, you gotta think about the people who you love. Whether it's your boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, husband, wife, kids, grandparents, family in general. Even friends that you have love for. And sometimes, family, friends, loved ones, they decide to, test the waters and everything. And by not punishing them, to say, for what they do, that's showing grace and mercy, because there's a lot of petty people that are out there in the world, and very unforgiving people, which you will say they probably don't have a lot of love in their heart. And if they do have love, it's not for the right things or right reasons, some will say. But thinking about it, with God's grace, right, it covers us for like a multitude of things. We mess up so much every single day, even if we don't realize that we messed up, and he still forgives us. And forgiveness is like the biggest portion that there is of grace, because when you forgive somebody of something that they've done to you, rather it's, pretty much when they've done something wrong to you or crossed you the wrong way or something, and you forgive them for that, that's giving grace. And by not retaliating on them, that's giving mercy. And when we talk about how just God is, you gotta think about it. Look back into the Old Testament, where if you weren't right with him and you're trying to go into the holies of holies, that you'd be struck dead right then and there. They had to tie ropes around people when they entered into the holy holies, and if the rope went limp, that's when they knew, hey, they didn't make it, and they'll have to pull them back out. And then you have the Israelites when they got out of Egypt, out of captivity, how they went and were worshiping false gods and idols and everything, and then Abraham got mad, threw the tablets and everything, and then the ground opened up and consumed them all. And sorry if I got a name wrong on this message, but Think about it. You have people today that constantly commit crimes, that do wrong all the time. Yeah, they get a punishment because they're breaking the laws of the land, and the Bible tells us not to to obey the laws of the land, not to break them. But sometimes people break them without even meaning to break them, and they get a break. Like maybe they still get a little bit of a punishment, like maybe they get like community service or something like that. But it could have been way worse. That's the land, basically giving you some mercy. And then if you get let go from any and all charges, that's grace, because you literally just escaped something that could have been very detrimental to your life. And on a spiritual level, we get that grace because it's what he promised to us. And even though he's just enough to punish us without question, some would probably say without remorse, he doesn't. He refrains from doing that. And our punishment comes, within the afterlife, if we have fallen too short of his glory and to be within his kingdom. But until then, we have his grace, which is his everlasting love. And that means he's willing to look past the things that we do that are wrong and to forgive us those things, as long as we ask of forgiveness of the things that we've done wrong, or that just wasn't of him. And then in life, we gotta be able to look at that same exact way, especially when you become a parent. You gotta be able to forgive what your children do, and then as adults and just growing up in life, you gotta be able to learn to forgive people that wind up doing you wrong or doing you harm. It might be a tough pill to swallow. It might taste like vinegar, but it's better to forgive somebody so that you can be forgiven ultimately by God than to hold a grudge or a vendetta against them and not be able to have that forgiveness, which ultimately is grace upon you. So with this small thought lesson today, think about, what does grace mean to you? What does love mean to you? And also, what is grace for you? And then what is love for you? Until the next time, everybody stay blessed and have a very blessed day.